So now we're going to have a look at in-text citations. So after copying your sources, we'll need to make in-text citations inside the content of our work. So in-text citations are usually placed in specific areas. That is, at the end of sentences with statistics, data, facts, definitions, topic sentences, but do not only cite topic sentences, examples, or explanations to depict that the information located there is not yours. You should be careful when it comes to placement of in-text citations, because we usually fake this part as well, because we believe in saving time. So note, never put in-text citations at the end of paragraphs or in the conclusion. That is very important. So never put in-text citations at the end of paragraphs or in the conclusion. So in-text citations usually look like this. So this would be a good time to pause this video and copy this table. So yeah, take a few seconds to do that. So yeah, I'm sure you had paused the video and copied the table. So now let's get back to work. When it comes to in-text citations, usually we are going to look at two paper formats for now. That is APA and MLA. For APA, the in-text citation is made up of the author's surname, a comma, space, followed by the year of publication. For MLA, the in-text citation is usually the author's surname, no comma, space, followed by the page number. In-text citations are located within a sentence and enclosed with parentheses or brackets, just to simplify things. Another point to note is that you should identify the number of authors in various sources, as this affects the format of the in-text citation, as we will see. As you can see below, we have 3 sources for APA and 3 sources for MLA. So on the page with the sources, if the paper format is APA, we usually write references. If the paper format is MLA, it's not references, it's works cited. So I hope you understand this. If it's one book, if you only have one source, it's work, not works. And if it's if you have one source as in your references, it's reference, not references. So yeah, so we have 3. So now let's take a look at how the in-text citations will look. So let's begin with APA. So the first source has one author, Goldstein, and the in-text citation will be as above. The author's surname, which is Goldstein, followed by a comma, and the year of publication, which is 2009. So for the second book, we have 2 authors. So the in-text citation will be the first author's surname, that is Pritchard, followed by the and sign. So Pritchard space and sign, then space, then the second author's surname, which is Amoth, followed by a comma, then space, then the year of publication, which is 2005. So for 2 plus authors, for 3 or more authors, we only need to cite the first author's surname, which in this case is Schmandit. Pardon my pronunciation. So Schmandit. So here's the first author's surname, and then followed by et al. Et space al full stop. Never forget the full stop, followed by a comma. Yes, it's full stop and then a comma, then space, then 2011. So never forget the full stop after all, and the all is only one L. So et space al full stop. And then finally the year of publication. So let's look at how to in-text cite when it comes to MLA. So we have the surname, then the page number. So the first source was one author, Goldstein. So Goldstein, then space, then page number. So the page number you usually guess, because there's no way we read the whole book to make the paper. So in this case 23. The format is, if you can see, the format is the same as APA. The only difference is that there is no comma, and we use the page number instead of the year of publication. So at this point, there's something I like to note. If the paper is MLA, and you want to cite the definition of something. So for example, our paper was the effects of global warming, and we wanted to cite the definition of global warming. It wouldn't make sense if you cited a page that wasn't at the beginning of the book. So for example, when you're writing the page number, you write 45 or 67. When you're citing the definition, it doesn't make any logical sense, because high chances are that the definition is at the beginning of the book rather than on page 67. So I hope you get the idea, the logic behind that. So looking at this paper, the in-text citations will be as follows. So I'll take for this first book, I'll take the author's surname and the year of publication. So it's Goldstein. I'll copy that. And then I'll come to in-text cite. So the in-text citation should be inside the sentence. So it should be before the full stop. So I'll in-text cite this definition of global warming. So space, opening brackets, Goldstein, comma. And then as we can see, the year of publication is 2009. So yeah, 2009, and then close. So I'll do the same thing for the other sources, paying close attention to the number of authors. So Pritchard, let me put the in-text citation here, space and sign, and then and the year of publication is 2005. And then finally, for the last source, I'll take because we have 3 plus authors, I'll take the first author's surname. So copy that, and then I'll in-text cite it here. Remember, ETAL full stop comma, and then the year of publication is 2011. So I'll enter that here, and then close brackets. So remember, never in-text cite the conclusion. So yeah, if you're interested in online writing, we are always hiring. Contact us at hiring_department@offici.co.ke.